do.
Ready? We're back and we're better. We're back and we're better.
What are you sipping? Like the level up.
Man, you got that herbal tea. Okay, you know I'm all about that herbal tea. Mr. Healthy Man over here. Model behavior. You know
am I the only one that puts sugar in his peppermint tea?
Nah, I do that as well.
Oh, you do that as well?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my gosh. Yo, they look at me like I'm an alien at work, you know.
Nah,
I choose not to trust sugar because sugar is acidic. I'm all about my alkaline, so on that note, let's keep going.
It's alkaline, no?
It's all about balance.
It's all about
The camera's on, the camera's on, let's go.
I put syrup or honey, so it's all
Syrup
good.
and honey.
Syrup or honey.
Alright.
Or honey or sugar, whichever one.
Or you put syrup, honey, and sugar. What do you know about that? What do you know about the extra sweetness? What do you know about the extra sweetness? Extra sweetness.
He gets that sugar in his life.
Acidic. Oh, cool. We're ready?
Okay, so moving on.
Good afternoon, morning, evening. Welcome to Trust Your Arts. My name is Alberto Test. We got my man
T's Thoughts. Oh yeah. Nice to meet you guys again.
Blaze.
I don't know why I did that, but Blaze.
Making gang signs. Making gang signs, you know.
Next thing we'll like podcast, podcast promoting gangster signs and all that.
But just also because we're all different individuals and it's like our first show. In case they want to follow you, if you want to know about that fashion, lifestyle, healthy living, art, where should they go?
Y'all can follow me at T's Thoughts on Instagram.
All them single ladies, you're trying to find a man for the night?
No.
For the night.
If you're trying to get your titties,
Blaze.
you're trying to get your titties, you know Blaze about sucking them titties.
No.
Where should they go?
I know what he's talking about right there. To Alberto.
At Alberto Test.
You can follow me at Blaze-Yann.
Actually, Joe, somebody wanted to ask. No, sorry, finish, yeah? Finish,
Yeah, I'm Blaze-Yann.
Blaze-Yann. Where's that test from? Is that from Run Our Test?
No. Our test, I thought deep about this, by the way. I did a survey. I went around, we asked people.
2 people.
Mom, what do you think?
Dad,
So the meaning of a test is I stand by. I confirm this. So Alberto attest means whatever Alberto attest means I stand by it.
Right, I like that.
You know what I mean? So I don't some people move different. And whatever I say, I believe. I might get my facts wrong once. I've had my facts wrong in 2019.
Once.
I had one fact wrong in 2019. And I apologize. Because he's going to bring it up every time.
No, I'm not going to bring it up.
You see, he's ready. You see, move it.
What I wanted to ask is, okay, so you test by everything you stand.
I stand by it.
Okay, cool.
Except my diet. The trick is, you know the shots, before the shots come, I put them out there first. Remember 8 Ball? Remember 8 Ball? The rap battle, you told me everything you was about it. So I'm giving you all the stuff before he gives it to me, because it's ready. He's ready, I test my mind.
Something they don't already know.
Yeah,
Something they already know.
Exactly. I don't stand by my diet.
So the whole test thing.
But listen. From a guy, my anxiety levels right now. I'm trying to think of negative thoughts. I'm not trying to look at my faults. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So let's move on. Okay, how are we gonna start this? What happened on the weekend? Because it's been a mad weekend.
How was Skimpy? Because you guys went to Boulevard, no?
Yeah, we went to Boulevard. Boulevard and Club Live. Yo, Club Live has changed, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually like a lot more less bougie than it was before. I like that.
Oh, really?
I saw some people in like hoodies, trainers and stuff. They never used
like
to
that?
allow that before. No, but I'm trying to say it was mad bougie before, trust me.
Yeah, those before was like if you rock hoodies and stuff like that was a bit. But you see, this is the thing, yeah. This is what me and Fakos used to say, kind of thing. Like, if the person has swag, it should be alright. Like, if the person's rocking a hoodie, but it's a dope hoodie, dope cap, blah blah blah, it should be alright because that used to be how it was, kind of like at Circle.
Yeah, as long as it looks stylish still, like not just like you just walk up and
just woke up and just rolled out like, yo, let me put this on.
But okay, you know when you talk about swag, if you're a doorman, because you gotta remember the person at the door is the doorman.
Yeah.
Most times, this doorman most of them ain't got swag. So how can they tell you what swag is?
This guy just shut all the doormen at
You know
once.
what?
No, that's what I heard.
You know what? That's actually a very good question.
You guys show all of them papa. You doormen, all of you have swag as far as I'm concerned.
That's what I heard.
You know what I hate? I hate those doormen that just pick you up. They already like look down there and they're like, this guy, as soon as he comes up here, I'm just going to like tend to go home. You know them guys, right? So you get there, your outfit is proper, everything is proper. The one thing they don't like, you got Tim's. It's like, But Tim's are fashionable.
Listen, outfit is proper. First of all, no. That's it. But outfit is proper. What were you wearing with your outfit? When you went Tim's, what else were you wearing?
Well, you don't think that Tim's are fashionable?
I didn't say that, but if you went Tim's, the rest of your outfit's going to go for those Tim's.
Doesn't match.
So I'm guessing you had a hoodie.
No, I didn't have a hoodie.
No. You had baggy jeans.
No.
So you wore skinny jeans and Tim's.
Yeah, you can wear that. You can rock that.
You can do that nowadays.
Yeah, you can rock that. Like, see, if I was rocking Tim's, I'd rock a black slim fit tee, right? Just black, maybe like a gold chain, black slim jeans, skinny jeans. Maybe roll up a little bit. I might say tan, and then my tan colored Tim's, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you can tuck your jeans inside the Tim's.
Yeah, because it's skinny. Like high
this guy thinks he's in New York or something. Bro, you have to tuck him in.
That's what I'm saying. This guy. Don't you tuck them right next to your socks.
This ain't Tim's though. Do you tie the lace to the Tim's?
That's a bit that I'm not sure about, but I think
like a construction worker tying his laces to the
I do,
but that's a swag though. So yeah, like
you can rock them both.
You can rock them both ways, but I actually prefer the lace up. Yeah, I prefer the lace up.
I do.
I feel it's a lot neater for the swag because the swag's supposed to be.
Especially with skinny jeans, it makes more sense to like lace them up.
Yeah, but the thing is, the skinny can't be too skinny. Can't be
spray
on.
Well, you can see your veins.
Nah, not about that. Sprayed on, happy.
guys look like they got a camel toe.
You know what? Okay, so oh my god, you didn't really say that. I feel like this is like
YouTube's just gonna be like
this is probably like a good segue to just like introduce the first topic, I guess. You want to introduce it?
The topic about the clubs.
Yeah, about when like.
So today we're going to talk about who should make the first move in a club.
Yeah.
Should be the girl or the guy. Should be the guy because he's a hunter, or should be a girl because she's trying to get a sponsor. I'm joking. Do you think it's wrong for a girl to make the first move? I'm gonna start with. Should go through your oil. What do you think?
Me, let's go back to the 2 points. You said guy's the hunter.
Guy's the hunter.
False. I was the second thing. No, I'm gonna come back.
Okay, come back. Okay.
I was the second thing.
The second one. I'm gonna stay serious, man. About girls trying to be the sponsor.
Yeah. See, girls ain't trying to put. Not all girls.
That's a joke. I joke.
Let me ask you this like this instead, right? How do you feel when a girl approaches you in a club?
I feel it's so cool. I feel like because if she approaches someone in a club, you need confidence and you need to be so sure of yourself, regardless of what happens, that you can make that approach. Which is why, and do you know the thing is, guys, I feel like we're led to believe that we're hunters. I feel like if a shorty wants you, she will make sure she puts herself in a position where she'll come and dance. you just be here just chilling. Next you just
someone's bumping you in your back.
You know, she's just dancing. Or you know, one of my favorite ones.
Or she'll take a cap.
Or she'll take it
I'll tell you to smile.
Yeah.
You know, or tell you to smile somewhere. Well, maybe you because that's always been mugging in the corner. But like girls do that, or they'll say, "Oh, this guy's trying to tell. Is it okay if I told me my boyfriend?"
That happened to me last night. So this girl,
I didn't die over that. Don't do that.
There was like this black guy was supposed to like leeching on this girl, right? And so like he's supposed to like on her.
Why is this color relevant? That's a black guy.
It's one of your Nigerian brothers.
Honourable is my brother.
So anyway, this guy's supposed to like leeching on this girl, right? And she like keeps looking at me. She's like. But like signaling to help.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, so I was like, okay, cool. So I pretended to talk to her like I was like I knew her type.
You see, you guys die over girls. Help! If I see a guy, if I see a guy around the girl, the girl says help. Look, I look like I'm looking at something. Look at the window. I didn't know she says the lights in the club. I tried. Wait, before you go on, I'll tell you. Go on, I'll tell you.
Yeah, so she's there signaling for me to help her. So I started talking to her, and the guy eventually thought, I've lost this one. So I started. I don't know why I'm laughing. This is your boy.
This guy's just
so anyways,
for no reason.
So the guy.
Should we break up?
So the guy walked away.
I'm not trying to do any melanin violence here, but
so the guy walked away, and then she used that as a segue to like carry on the conversation with me and her type.
Yeah. Right, okay. Wait. So what happened? So basically, the guy was trying to grab up on her.
Yeah, he was probably like hugging her up and everything.
Moving the back.
Yeah.
Was he like holding her like with his eyes closed? Was he?
Bro, he was like doing his own slow whine to it. The music is faster than he's slow whining like the whole way through. But anyways, he's doing
I like that.
You know, I don't.
I don't know.
No, I like that because I wish I could be that. Because I don't dance. I wish I could do that. Like have confidence to dance.
Oh, you don't dance in the club?
I don't dance.
What do you do?
I two-step.
You just lean back.
You remember in Hitch when it goes They got food in here. You don't need no, okay? just clap. This is your space.
That's too many movements.
Alberto is that guy by the toilet door, just like,
hey.
I'm just
Hey, yeah, just hey.
You know, he's that nigga like,
hey.
In the corner. I told you, he's mean mugging in the corner. That's why.
No, back to your stories. I'll tell you why I learned my lesson. I was in a club once. Your favorite club, Liv?
That's not my favorite.
Okay, so I was in Liv once.
See, this story is the funniest thing in the world. I think it's happened twice.
Have you heard that before?
The two different.
On a regular, it happened on a regular. So I'm there chilling, minding my business.
Yeah.
Just drinking my drink, looking around. Because I like to people watch. I'm just looking around, just.
I told you, that's the inside guy. I told you.
keep it real. Yeah. So this girl is the same thing you're doing. She's standing there with this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's behind her talking the hardest. I don't know what they have to say. So the girl's there. She's looking. She looks at me, right? I do what I usually. I look away. But my business. I look away. I don't know you like that. I try to save you. So she walks over to me. And she comes and hugs me. Tells the guy, "This is my boyfriend." Okay?
Right.
So obviously I look at the guy, I'm like, saved. This guy, I don't know what language he speaks. I think he said, "I'm gonna kill your mom." He turned up on me.
Really?
Man, what the fuck? Move back, right? Now this guy is known. He's known around.
Right.
So his boys were in there too.
Oh.
Okay? Even the dome, and the funny part, the dome was scared of him, they came to me. That's how bad. So this girl, the same girl trying to save, she did physics.
Oh,
she's out.
Shit.
She's gone, my guy. She's fading away. This guy is standing there and he's going crazy. So I'm standing there, I'm looking.
What was he saying though?
What the fuck? We don't fucking just shout, just going on, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, should I punch him? I'm standing there, I'm thinking, should I punch him?
Who was you with?
I was, no, I wasn't. So. The guys are looking all over. Guys are hunting. Guys are hunting. Guys are dumbing.
How many guys were you with?
I was with Fike, I was with Fiston, I was with a couple of us.
Okay.
And
But you had to find your guys that.
no, that's it. I didn't think of that because obviously I'm trying to observe who I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
First, because you see me, right? I just don't fight anybody. When you do fight, you gotta observe. Rule number one, kids, when you get in a fight, observe who's around. Because you ain't gonna fight one guy.
Rule number one, don't get in a fight at all. You came out dressed up, swagged up. There's no time to fight.
Yeah, but if you have to defend yourself,
There's no time to fight.
There's no time to fight. So go, man.
So he's going crazy, he's jumping around. So I've got my hands, I'm thinking, should I punch this guy? I'm looking around, right? Okay, I'm looking around. But then I can see like where I'm standing, like he's there, just near the end of the night. So there wasn't that many people in the place anyway. That's when my boys came down now. Okay? And my boys like, yo, these boys are in here, and this guy's known for doing this. Like, just leave.
That's what your boys told you.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I got a rule, by the way. I never stay out after 3 o'clock.
Okay.
That's my rule because nothing positive happens after 3 o'clock. Positive at all. So they're like, yo, if I was you, I'd just leave. I left. That's not the end of the story. I left, went home, thank God I'm alive. We went out the next weekend. On the way, same time, 3 o'clock, on the way to the club, guess who's outside? The same guy and his boys beating up a guy. When I say they beat this guy up, and I walked past, right, and I'm stepping on the guy, and I'm going mad, and I walked past and I looked, and they looked at me. I did what I usually do, I looked away. I looked away quick, looked that side, and I kept it moving. But him and his boys, the way they were beating the guy up on the floor.
Yeah.
So I learned my lesson. Sometimes you don't. I was that girl. I don't know who that girl was.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Girls will get in trouble like that.
So that's my lesson.
And then they'll go about their night like,
Yeah.
ooh, nothing happened. Oh my God, last night was so awesome.
So you gotta be careful who you're trying to save.
Yeah.
I know you Blaze.
No, but
Blaze.
with this one.
I love her.
No, funny guy. With this one. No,
I
with
love
this
her.
one, I could tell that this guy looked like he was like a solo hunter to begin with.
Okay,
And like, it just looked like, you know those kind of guys that just...
Wait, what was he wearing?
I don't know, bro.
No, try because it might be a guy that
Is that your boy? I told you she's Nigerian,
Get
bro.
the fuck out of here. What was he wearing?
I don't know, man.
Skinny jeans, Tim's and the black top. He's wearing your swag. He's your ass.
He had a wolf cap on.
Wolf cap.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah, so I learned my lesson from that. It's just like never. So back to your point about girls making the first move. It's a funny one though because if a girl comes up to you straight, does she look thirsty?
Nah. But you see, the thing, I think it also depends on how they make the first move. Because The thing, girls are subtle. It's us guys that we haven't necessarily mastered the art of subtlety, but girls are very subtle in how they do their thing. Like,
is it subtlety or is it because like they know that they're very less likely to be turned away? There's a difference though.
That's true. It could be that's true. Actually, girls are less likely to be turned away than guys are.
Even if a guy was to turn a girl away, we do it in such a way that they don't get it.
Yeah, it's not.
A girl, if you like approach her in the club and they just don't want to know, they'll make that.
They can make a scene. Yeah, they can make a scene about it. Like they're trying to impress their friends or whatever. I'm like, because I've seen that happen.
I've seen it happen too.
Luckily,
I've been there.
I've not been there. Luckily, but
I think we've all been there. I've been there before.
Where girls make a scene of it?
No, not a scene, but like just like did like a rude gesture to kind of like get away type thing. You know, like say for example, say for example you're dancing next to a girl, right?
Yeah.
And you might do the sliding, just like kind of like, hey, you're right, kind of thing. She's like.
And
she moves away type thing. You're not gonna like weird thing.
You see, the thing with that is you gotta do as if like it's on your way, like it was just a passing thing as you go past. To say the shorty's dancing like. Exactly, just keep moving. Like shorty's say this is the girl and I'm walking past. Like you remember in Old Live where that whole way DJ booth is up there, that whole way is going past. But say the shorty's there, she's dancing, and I'm walking past. Like, yo, this shorty's loud. I was like, hey, how you doing? And then she's like, if she looks away, I just. I was on my way there anyway. I was headed that way anyway, so I'm gonna keep it moving.
That's the rule. But we're gonna have a word of the day, a sentence. The sentence that's keep it moving.
Keep it moving, yo.
If a girl looks at you, look away, keep it moving. And some guy's trying to approach. No, I was like, too much, too soon, too quick.
You know what though? It's like just like moving on from that. Then, if you meet a girl in a club, right?
Yeah.
Do you tend to think that it's going to go long term, or do you tend to think that it's just a moment?
No, voice talker.
Wait.
I love her.
Guys, see, this is the problem with you guys. Like, hear me out.
I love her.
Hear me out. What I'm trying to say is that like a lot of people associate like meeting someone in a club as like a one-time thing. You see what I'm trying to say? Almost like,
so the question is, can you find love in the club?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you meet someone in the club, do you think I'm only going to like be talking to that person for like a short while, or maybe just
I think that depends on your mind frame, because you can meet some dope shorties in the club, dope conversation, dope everything, and then you can meet some shorties who like they just want to. Another topic we talk about is one night stands, because that is something which. We definitely talk about it. There's so many variables, as you'd say, but
it's deeper than rap.
It's way deeper than rap.
It's deeper than rap.
Way deeper than rap. But I think it's just it depends on your mind frame, because if you go because you have these guys like so now we got to smash. I'm like,
okay, but you see like one of the reasons why one of the reasons why I don't like to approach girls in the club is because I don't find it attractive when a girl's intoxicated. You see what I'm trying to say? Like when a girl is too drunk and it's
because
like,
you love her.
Yeah, but that's what all the girls do.
No, but what I'm trying to say is like it turns me off. So I never look at talking to a girl in the club as past the club, if that makes sense. I'm thinking like this is the person I'm gonna be talking to for the night. If it escalates further, then fair enough. But my intention is always like I'm just gonna just be vibing with.
That's wrong though. Do you drink?
Yeah.
So,
but I never get like that though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not all the girls.
Yeah.
And in fact, those girls you don't even talk to because you can just throw up on your attire.
Oh, you mean that kind of drunk? Like she's
okay.
That's
what he's talking about.
Nobody does that.
No.
He's talking about like just tipsy.
Just tipsy, like
a lot unattractive tipsy is what I'm trying to say.
What's unattractive tipsy?
See, those,
like,
see,
you know, like the girls that kind of almost like a little falling on you like a tiny bit, slurring their words and that. Like,
okay, yeah.
To me, that turns me off.
Ain't nobody having a conversation with those Ain't nobody having a conversation.
That's a case right there. That's a case. I ain't trying to be part of that life.
You like she'll drop a phone, you pick up. Oh, don't try to steal it. I was trying to pick up your phone and give it back to you.
I've seen guys move mad. I remember one time I was in the club. And I was just sitting there with like on the booth, whatever. This girl brought her friend, but her friend was sleeping. Like her friend was sleeping.
In the club?
Yeah, like just drunk.
That's
because
like
the chick brought the table, whatever, and we're all there at the table, and her friend is there sleeping, right? Like her friend's like eyes closed, drunk. You know how many guys are trying to take their friend home? And I'm looking, and I thought I was sober, and I looked at friend, I'm like, yo, like look after your friend. Yeah. Like that's not a good conversation about girls who leave their friends alone. Last time when I went to the club, I saw there's two girls outside arguing with her friend. What? She's going to John. Who's John?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And this girl was on the corner, and mate, she was sleeping. And I looked at this like, you know, funny too when the guy backs. I looked at the guy in the eye, like I could see you. I could see what you're doing. And my man just took the other guy moved. He went there, stood next to her like this, just chilling. I'm saying she can't hear you, but she's saying it, right? But he's literally gonna try to take her home.
I don't respect guys that do shit like that. That's wrong.
That's a whole different.
So back to girls making the first move. I think it depends how they do it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is there a wrong way of them doing it?
Yes, there's a wrong way.
What's the wrong way that's unattractive?
The wrong way is like when they just come up to you, they're just like when they're unnecessarily all over you and trying to put it on you straight away. I'm like, yo,
I get scared.
I
think exactly. When they go past me, I'm like,
I feel like it's a setup. Like,
that's
like,
a setup.
way too easy. Just chill.
It's like those girls will kiss you with their eyes open.
What?
Who are you looking at?
The hell?
That's a setup right there. That's a setup. I don't trust that. Girls will kiss their eyes open. Be careful. That's a setup.
Oh wait, what? Dude, that's actually that's a culture thing.
Wait.
Who says?
Wait. Listen for a second. Like, you've never kissed a girl and her eyes are open. Like your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
And then you just open and say, I don't know. You close yours. You're like shit. Her eyes, I need your head thinking that her eyes still open.
What is it?
Wow, her eyes still open though. What is she looking at? So you take a break, you look around just in case it's a setup.
Wait, so when you're kissing girls, you're checking, you're doing like the...
No, I'm checking, but
This guy be like...
no, just checking, not one of those.
Yeah, what
Just squinting, just like...
Yeah, just her eyes are wide open. I'm like, wow, her eyes open.
What are you looking at?
Who's behind me? That's my question. Who's behind me?
Who's behind me?
On that subject as well, right? I hate girls that can't kiss. I've had a girl before.
Blaze.
Wait. Listen.
So you club kiss?
I had a girl. No. Because
He's
he's
like,
talking about. He's talking about girls like looking at you when you're kissing. So just thought about kissing like in general.
Before you go there, do you kiss in the club?
Yeah, he said it does.
No, wait. Chill out.
Little guys who kiss the club with those foundations.
Hold up, man.
Bare foundation. You don't kiss.
Hold up.
This right here is the savior for the foundation.
Do you kiss in the club?
It depends.
No, not necessarily. I have done.
That's what I'm saying. I have done, but it's not like
When last
kiss in the club.
When last did you kiss in the club?
It was a while ago.
You?
Yesterday.
Let's sing in the club.
Been a minute and a half. Been a long time. I'd probably say uni-ish days. Uni/law school.
No, that's too far back.
Let's talk about last week. When last?
No, it probably would have been like last year or something.
A couple of weeks ago then.
No.
Yeah, last year was last week.
A week ago.
I can't do it. I think I passed that stage. You know what? Unless you're with wifey and you, but I don't know.
Yeah,
so if you're vibing with a girl and then she leans on you, you're not gonna kiss her back.
Like there's some shorties. Yeah, you know, girls are so sexy that when they do that thing where like you guys are like say you guys are just posted up on the wall and then she turns around, she's facing you, she puts her hands up on you, blah blah blah. You guys are talking. Next thing she leans in, you gonna say she ain't gonna kiss. You got your hand on the small of her back.
I will kiss my eyes open too. Who's watching? Yes, exactly. That's when I keep my eyes open, just to see in case people think I'm being soft.
Why'd you care about what people freaking drink?
I don't know. Kissing
Moisty
the club. It's a lot. I don't know. I know, Blaze, that's your thing, kissing the club.
No, bro. Honestly, I'm not the kind of guy. First of all,
I'm sure the guy snaps. Because I know how I know you kiss the club. Because every snap, you're always licking it. It's just bare subliminal to whoever you're talking to, blood. It's like, have you seen the snap though? It's just
First of all, like I said, I'm not the type like for me to like really like approach a girl in the club. She has to be like, first of all, she really has to like tickle my fancy to begin with, right?
That's what I was.
It's like cause I know, but I don't do that.
They're all nice.
Huh?
They're all nice.
At the same time as well, right? From like a young, like really young age, I've never really known how to approach a girl in the club. So it's not something that I do.
Confidence low.
No. Trust me. No. It's not that.
Your confidence low.
No. Are you mad?
I'm thinking mad.
No.
Why you get defensive though?
No.
Yo, you shouldn't have said that because this guy's gonna pick on you for that all day now.
It's not that. It's just like.
Put your chin up. Put your chin up. Put your chin up. No, go on. Go.
No,
Say the chest. Go on, say the chest.
What I was saying is.
Just speak your mind. Don't let this guy throw you up.
What I was saying is. I've always found it weird to approach a girl in the club to begin with. So it's something that I've never really done before. So the times when I do it is very rare.
Is that just the clubs or?
No, just
parties
clubs
as well.
Just clubs.
Just
Like
clubs.
I can very easily approach a girl in the street as opposed to a club.
Why do you find the club different though?
Because, like I said, it goes back to also what I said about intoxicated. Some people react differently when they're
Okay,
intoxicated.
yeah,
as
sure.
opposed
Feel
to
like, okay.
sober. You know what I'm trying to say?
So you don't use that intoxicated to your power.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Wait, what? I just went through my head and I was like, wait, what?
When I finished the sentence, I'm like, what did I just say? I was saying it in my mind and then it came out. No, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is like, when a girl is, I explain. I'm not saying drunk, when a girl's like, because, okay, I'll give you an example. When you go on a date, the average person on a date, they go for a drink. The reason why they believe a drink relaxes them.
Yeah, social lubricant.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I call it a social lubricant.
Who calls it that?
It's an I actually read it in the mag. That's why I learned it.
Okay, yeah.
You see what time you Playboy magazine to take the words of this Playboy magazine, man.
Social lubricant.
A social lubricant.
I don't even feel comfortable saying it.
What's the social
And the way you said it too, so confident too, right? I'm like, what?
So
anyway, so back to my point. So when people have a drink, to have that.
social lubricant.
Man, they're getting greasy. When people do that, it just relaxes them. So in a club, people are more relaxed. That's what I'm saying. It's an advantage because the girl's had a drink and she's kind of happy. Does it make sense? So that's what I meant. What you use it as a positive. Because if you go talk or go in the street, that's probably even more hard because the girl's sober.
Yeah, but
She's
that's
going somewhere.
That's the thing. I'm confident enough to want to do that. But then, like, to me, it's always been a bit of a weird one. The concept of approaching a girl in the club, basically.
But I think, do you know, I speak to a lot of girls and they say guys don't approach us in clubs. Guys don't talk to us.
At the same time, though, a lot of girls go to the clubs just to turn guys away. They get dressed nice on purpose, and then when a guy comes in, they're like, no, you know what I'm trying to say? Those girls. I'm not saying like.
You see, I've always said the girls are they're weird sometimes. Like they do things which what's the word?
A girl will get dressed up on purpose just to go to the club to turn guys away.
Just by you.
Well, see, girls say, we just came out just to have fun.
Actually, that's gonna be really good.
So remember when you're living room, that's what your girls in your living room.
Wait, so angry though. The good part is though, don't forget the part 2 when you get a girl on the show. So we could hear how. So in the part 2, when you got the girl on the show, we could kind of go through this because.
I don't want to hear what they have to say.
But I'll tell you what I think it is. I think in the club, for example, okay, this is what I feel in my growing up age at the moment is that when a girl's in the club and she's there, she's dressed up, she thinks she's looking amazing, she wants to be known, she's doing her thing. She wants a guy who appreciates just her. So in the club, most guys will go through 4 or 5 different girls before they get to her. So that guy looks thirsty.
No,
let it land. Give a second. So the one guy, I'm saying an average guy would go around and talk to 5 guys. Yeah. So if you go for a girl in the club, right, and this girl has seen you, and you're just chilling with your boys, and you ain't really active with everybody else, you probably got a better chance than the other guy who's going. So when you go up to a girl and approach her, she thinks you're one of those guys.
No.
So there's already a barrier with some girls. That's what they act like.
I disagree.
I don't believe that
some girls also get turned on by the fact that this guy is well sought out. So say for example, like this guy that's that is very sought out by other girls. Girls are attracted to guys that girls like. Basically.
Yeah.
No, yes, girls like, not guys who girls like.
Hey, what?
You lost me there, bro.
Hey, what?
Let me bring it back.
Rewind.
You said girls.
Yeah.
Attracted to guys
that
girls like.
Yeah.
Girls are not attracted to guys that guys like girls.
Oh.
You understand what your point?
I think it's
so it doesn't. So I'll give an example. Let me give an example. So if you're a guy in the club.
All over the place.
Okay. I get what
you know what I'm trying to say? So if you're a guy in the club, girls might like you. You might be nice. Hello. Hi. Nice shoes. Nice top. Bye. That could be you. But if you're going to every girl, and then you end up going to one girl, then you're looking at me. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But if you're that one guy where a girl, he's nice, but he's minding his business.
But I don't think that they're deep in like that. I think they think more in terms of like, do I like this guy? I don't think they think of it in terms of like he's spoken to someone.
Okay. So let me ask this question. If a girl's in the club and she likes you, but she sees you go get 7 numbers and she's number 8, do you think she took it the same way?
Some of these girls will be like, so why wasn't I number 1? Because some of these girls are like they think they're competing with other girls and they like that competition.
Isn't
Some are. But you see, I could only talk from my point of view. I don't know about these guys' girlfriends. say I'm in the club, right? There'll maybe be 3 chicks. I think these chicks are dope in the club that I want to approach. I want to speak to them, right? So, the thing with me is I'll then notice. I say, okay, who's doing what? So I know the January to January. You do your research.
Oh, but what do you mean by January to January?
So you can see what they look like from the January start to the January end. That's the
so if you meet a girl in town, give my man a call. He tell me she's January means she's active. That means she's always active. Go on.
So because you can tell from who they hang around, which dude to say what up to them, which dudes they're too familiar with, and then you can kind of tell, okay, is this a dude that is a boyfriend potential sort of thing? So you already eliminate the ones that are not going to make the cut, and then you go pick the one that, like, okay, cool. If you know, sometimes it might even be 2. Like, yo, this chick is live, this chick is live. Yeah, I had a boy, right? I'm not gonna say his name. That's my boy. This guy will be on his phone, right, as the shorty's about to leave. And then you'll see, okay, like, you notice the shorty's about to leave. Then he'll go upstairs, right, like in lift. Go upstairs, you know the exit bit. Then he'll be on his phone, talking to nobody. Boom, 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 da da da. She's coming up. All right, cool. Let me give you a call back real quick. What's that? Excuse me, miss. Hey, how you doing? I don't believe we met yet. You know, so. But for me, it's a case of then say those 2, then I could approach those 2 and say, okay, cool, this one or this one. If neither of them are feeling teased, hey, it's all good. We keep it moving. It's been a pleasure. I'm out. And that's another thing. I feel like as guys, we also need to handle rejection. Yeah, it needs to be polite. If a shorty, even if she's rude about it, like, you know what, I ain't cultured like that, but it's been a pleasure. Yeah, bounce. And then actually, thinking, do you know how many girls I've got? You know how many girls I've got back from just taking the rejection nicely the first time? Yeah, like a girl rejected me, I'm like, you know what, I apologize, I just thought you were really nice, but listen, have a good night. Yeah. And I walk away, but in my head I'm thinking, I'm coming back again. You thought you want this bad, I'm back again. I will go do a lap to the club, I will chill somewhere in the corner. As soon as I see her by the bar by myself, I just walk up to her. I will chill again, I come in peace. Let's find another day. That's why I drink for the early apology. I'm back again, right? You have to go for the back door sometimes. Sometimes the front door go for the back door. That front door is closed sometimes, but trust me. Too many people outside trying to get in. I think the best advice I've heard from somebody is that when a girl rejects you, sometimes she's not rejecting you, she's rejecting you at that moment. Yeah, that moment, yeah. So you must never take that, because some girls could be like, she got a guy, she could be in a relationship, she could just broke up with the guy. So you might think she rejected you, you meet the same girl, 3 months later, 4 months later, and she's different energy, you know what I mean? I actually did it a girl like that once, like the first time we met, like she was friends with another friend, and she introduced us, this is a Sakana, right, and we met. And we were talking, blah, blah, blah. And she was trying to give me swag. I said, you're trying to give me swag? I said, cool. You know, it's been a pleasure, whatever. Then we met again, second time. Because we actually exchanged numbers, but like, she was still, I couldn't tell. Later on, I think she had just broken up with the dude, right? So she was still kind of raw about it, so 50-50. Then, like, we met again in the club. And now this time, her energy was different. So I was the one who was like, because I was like, okay, cool, Shorty's gonna give me that whole swag thing. So let me just be ready, you know. I'm like, oh, I come in peace out of thing. I ain't trying to talk to you. And next thing she approached me and then we started talking. I was like, so you're different this time. You know, you feel me? Me personally, I don't mind. I like if a chick has a confidential approach.
If it's organic, like if I see you in a club and I'm interested in you, I shouldn't play games. I should just go to you. Same thing with you if you're a female and you see me, don't play games. Just like come to me. Like I don't think it matters who makes the first move.
I don't think
as long as it's organic.
But you see the bunch of guys who feel like, oh, that means she's easy. I'm like, what kind of mentality is that? What kind of mentality is that?
No, but come on, let's be honest. If you walk in the club and a girl just runs to you quick.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I've been there.
It's something to do before.
It's all about the vibe. But no, I've been in the club where do you know what? This is so funny. I was going down and she was coming up and she grabbed my hand. Come with me.
Oh.
You know, she was leaving, but she wanted to talk to me before she left. So Uber was coming. No, I went upstairs. Yeah, we spoke, and then I saw her into an Uber, and then I went back.
Actually, wait. This is an important question. If you're in the
for me, I thought that was sexy.
Okay, let's confirm this. Okay, if a guy goes out, most guys they're going out to beat. Let's just put it out there.
Pardon? What?
If a guy goes out there to smash a chick. Okay, I don't want you guys to use
No.
Come on.
What you say every guy goes out just to smash?
I didn't say every guy. I said most guys are out in the club. They're trying to beat. Let's keep mature. Maybe you Blaze because obviously you love her. But most guys, let's keep it real though.
No.
Most guys are out. Listen, I don't think most guys are out. When you're out in the club and you're talking to girls, you're trying to smash some girls. You're not trying to find love.
Yeah, but not.
Who's going to find love on a Saturday night in the club?
anyone can. Why you saying it like in the club is only just to smash? Like
I'm saying to you, a lot of people. Come on, guys. Okay, out of all your boys, when you go out, you're 10 guys you're with. You're 10. How many guys are going? Tonight, Jesus save me the wife.
How many guys are ballers?
No one's asking for a wife in the night. People go like, yo.
No.
I think those are
it's
the
like
wrong
that's my
expectations.
friend. That's my.
That's the
my
wrong
friend.
expectation. I never go out like.
And you see, the thing is, those type of guys they never get shorty.
No,
shorty.
You're getting me wrong. I'm not saying the thirsty guys.
It's alright, man.
I'm just saying.
That guy brought it back.
Catch me again, I'll break it. When you go out, and this is okay. You go out on Saturday night. No, I'll tell you why, because I used to do this myself. And I figured out it was in my mind. I used to be like, you know what, I ain't thirsty, whatever. But wait, I'm gonna make the bed, put some wine, because I'm pretty sure it's back. Put the rubbers on the side in case somebody comes. You plan. That's your.
I've never done that.
Anyway. You trying to love. You love her.
You act as if.
It's come. Did you do that? You go out. You think.
You never know.
You never know.
Like, yo, I really like that. Or it could even be a show that you saw before that you guys may have locked eyes or whatever, but you didn't speak at that time, and then you then see her this particular night. You're like, yo, hey, shit, it's you. Yeah, it's you. Blah blah blah.
Because
so you come back to your crib like, shit, I should have made my bed.
I make that anyways. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's different making your bed. Come on.
There are different levels to it.
Well, there's
No.
Yeah,
no. There's some like when you go out, right? There's a certain way that your room is ready. Like everything is ready. Everything is ready. So as soon as you get back,
the pillows and that.
None of that. You come back. I'm sorry, my room's untidy.
Yeah, like, come to America. We can't go inside. There's a big rat. There's a big rat in my bedroom. We can't go inside.
You can't go in.
So back to my point. Let me go back to the point. So most guys go out and listen. If most guys have a drink, we're going out tonight. We might bring shorties back. It's a lifestyle. You guys might say no, you're not, but 90% of the guys who go out, that's in the back of the brain. They might bring shorties back.
Yeah, that's the thing. You might bring shorties back.
Yeah, you might bring shorties back. I'm not saying you're going out there to hunt until you get something. Now, when you're out in the club, okay, you see this girl, you approach her, you go talk to her. Whatever happens, yes, you want to get her back, but that's not your first impression because you're going to make the first move. You might just get her number. Yeah. You'd be happy with the number. Does it make sense? You might be happy to chill all night. After party might be on, depending what level of your game is.
Yeah.
Now, if a girl comes up to you and puts it on you first, the first thing in your head is, she wants it. It's on tonight. This is not a drill. So I'm thinking, do you feel if a girl approaches a guy, it makes a guy put that girl in a different category to what they're looking for? If
a girl approaches the guy looking for sex straight away, of course.
But she won't tell you that. But if she comes up to you, she's like, yo, this girl is on it. Listen, if a girl comes to the club and this is a lot to hold you, and you go back to your boys and your boys go, what happened? Nicely you go like, yo, I think she's on it. I'll let you guys know I might not. Another talk.
We just arrived, but
you came for drink, you came for I'll shout.
You guys good to be alone?
That makes sense.
You guys okay to be on your own?
You're cool. You're cool. That's like, so it's hard for a girl because that's why maybe girls are scared when they move towards a guy. Maybe a guy might put the girl down a bit and think she's a jump off. She's a jump off.
Yeah,
that's
it.
it.
But the thing is, I think there's a lot of is it emotional maturity as a guy that you need to have when it comes to dealing with relationships. Like you will have a shorty who will come up to you in a club or anywhere. It can be on the street or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, yo, I want to smash you, sort of like that's her whole vibe, sort of thing. You as the guy, you don't need to put her down. You can just be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just ease my way out of this one. I'm gonna sidestep it in a polite type of manner because shorties will respect you for that because it's taking them a lot of confidence.
If you reject them.
In the way you reject them.
No guy rejects a girl like that because guys, we never know what's gonna happen next tomorrow. You might need that back.
Bring the whole thing back.
Exactly what I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the emotional maturity.
Bring the whole thing back.
Bring the whole thing back. And that's why I say like I don't think you need to be harsh in how you do it. Girls on the other hand, they're the ones who they need to go and read that book about. You don't need to be rude when you're dismissing the dude. But hey.
But also, some guys, his game is different.
Yeah, some guys' game is different. That's what
some guys approach girls in some gangster way. Some guys, I was in London. When London guys were talking to these girls, I was with my boy there. We're trying to be like Drake. Hey, I saw this guy, my size. She just came back. Not carnival. We're carnival, right? Remember, we're carnival. We're chilling on the corner, nice, Vaseline shining. We were chilling in the corner, just goes walking past. We're like, what's up? Remember the Manchester, so what I mean? Hey, hey, But this guy's next to me, they were just no top on, just. Oi! She just came over. Yes. Yes. Confidence. No, that means so some guys approach different girls like different approach.
There was one time I was like walking like to my ex-girlfriend, like to France, like when we were still together, right, on a holiday.
Do you love her?
No, that was back then.
What did you say? To France,
to France.
Oh, to France.
Yeah, to France, Paris. So we're walking down the Champs-Elysees, right? This guy walking down the Champs-Elysees, right?
Yeah.
And we're walking hand in hand, and this guy. And then this guy is like walking like this opposite direction, right? Yeah. I have to illustrate the fact that he's a black guy just to illustrate the fact that he's from Nigeria. Next level of game.
I feel like you want to say that. Was it from Nigeria?
No. I think it was from Togo or something. I don't think. So anyways, we're walking down, right? This guy sees us hand in hand. He walks past like on her side. He grabs her hand and he's like, wait, let me talk to you. Like he says in French because he thinks like she's French, right? He starts telling her like, let me talk to you real quick. And I'm thinking, bro,
you can see
we're hand in hand, like we're together.
What did you do?
I just pulled her away and then we just carried on walking.
Unfortunately, some dudes have no.
That's a new thing now. I've seen guys do that a lot now.
I've seen it.
It's mad that
you know, there's a girl.
I'm not disrespectful. Like that. I could not do that.
There's a girl who I hope I could get her on this because it happened between me and her. Right? Like this was like 2013. It happened between me and her. Like when she was like, "I'm with him." You can see. She said, "I told you yesterday." She was like, "I'm with him." And the guy was still like,
Remember the fight? I don't think it's like I don't go out after 3 o'clock. I remember my lesson. I thought maybe I look small. Maybe people think they can't. So quick story, right?
The label's coming out. Don't mess up the swag on the camera.
So quick story. I'm chilling in
See, that's why you go your voice back. That's why you go your voice back.
I feel like it's about to give it to the take it back again. So I'm at the club, right? So with this girl. Yeah. Okay, it's just me and her. We're vibing. She's sexy too, right? So obviously I told you I don't dance. So I'm just standing by the wall, got my drink. I got some other guy I'm talking to. She's like over there dancing. Some girls are dancing with her. So this guy, so obviously now it's actually my girl. It's like our second date. Okay, yeah, it's our second date. So I got nothing to say with what she does because it's our second date. So I'm chilling there having my drink, and I can see from the corner of my eye this guy goes talks to her. But I'm just trying to see how she moves in the club. So I'm not going to try. I'm not making it obvious. I'm looking here, but I think I'm looking at the mirror. Looking through the mirror, bouncing off the mirror to see what's going on over there, right? This guy's got like free reflection. I'm looking at the mirror back.
This guy's got his phone out.
Like, take my phone. Trying to see what's going on. Yeah. So anyway, while I'm looking, she goes talks to the guy.
Yeah.
I see her go. I'm gonna point back at me like, that's my man. Okay.
Yeah.
She's got a point there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking cool. So she's done that. And the guy looks at me, and I can see this guy like, I'm like, oh, what's going on, you know? He starts to walk over to me. So I'm thinking, oh, come on, bro. So remember, so she's dancing like 5 steps there. She's there like on the dance floor. She's going crazy. Yeah. But the other girls are with her, they're liking her. This guy goes into this group of girls and goes straight to her.
Okay.
And starts talking to her, and then she points back at me like, but it's the second date, so I don't think like I'm a man like that. You know what I mean? So he comes walk towards me, so I'm looking away like, oh, come on, dude, what do you want?
This guy always gets beef like this.
Like man.
There's law of attraction. He always attracts shit.
That comes up to me, goes, safe. I'm like, yeah, cool. What's up, man? What's up? Is that your girl? I'm like, yo, what did she say?
What did she say?
I don't know what she said. She pointed, so maybe I'm like, what did she say? Man looks like the emoji. Man looks at me like,
it's above me now.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? This guy looks at me and goes, nah, she's not.
Oh.
I did the same thing. Okay. He goes, that's your girl. So I'm like, what'd she say? Okay. And he goes, nah, she's not. So I'm like, okay. Okay. Okay, OJ. So anyway, so I say that, right? And then, so I say that, and then he goes back to her, right? So I'm looking now, like I'm just chilling, I'm looking, and he goes back to her. So I think, should I step in? So obviously I should step in because I'm a guy, whatever, right? I think. So I start to walk towards him. He comes back, and he goes, "No, I'm black. I know her boyfriend." So this is where the balance of the equation comes in. If I was with her, I'd have also stepped in more. But because I don't know this girl very well, he could be speaking facts.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So he's there, she comes over. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? He's like, I know your boyfriend. Show me, prove it. So my man takes his phone out, trying to find this guy. Remember, I'm just looking this whole time like, this dude's got a man.
That's the situation, yeah.
Just seeing what's going on. I'm giving this in real time. So everything I'm saying now is happening in real time.
Right.
He's on the phone. She's going crazy. So I'm looking at the girl like, yo, chill. Don't get too loud though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just relax. Take it easy. She's like, oh, show me. I know your boyfriend. So I'm thinking, but who cares though? Like, who cares though? Like, you know? So is there anyway?
But you just said one question. If he knows the boyfriend, why is he trying to talk to her?
Exactly, because he's trying to get in there. He's like, oh, that's what I'm saying. So he's there like, he puts this guy up, and she's like, I don't know this guy. And then she opens her, she's like, I don't know this guy. So he goes crazy while he's talking. And you know, like roaches, you know how roaches move? I've never seen roaches move. You ever seen roaches in real life? When you turn off the lights, and then you turn it back on, like the six of them, like, whoa, like, whoa, like,
where do y'all come from?
I looked at the phone, I saw one roach, two roaches, there's four of them. I remember talking about the wall. So now I'm surrounded by these four guys and this girl, okay? And these boys are there, let's have them. Have who, bro? Have who, like, right? So I'm looking up, I told you to go back to my habit. I look around the situation. 1, 2, 3, I'm not going to win. Plus I got to protect this break. This is real time. I didn't have time to put my drink down and make. They just came from no. Let's have him. She's like crazy. So now all the dorm will come down. No,
she's still wilding at the time.
I think with dorm, sometimes dorm makes stuff even worse because they come right next to fire. Like, yo, just chill. Like, make it look like it's. You know what I mean? DJ's trying to stop the music. Everyone's stopping. People are stopping. You know, people stop drinking. People put their drinks down. What's going on? Like, this made the whole scene, right? And up there, another doorman come down. Other doorman they come down and they kind of stand and they face these four guys. No, we're gonna have them. As soon as I saw my opening, you know when the doorman here, I just picked up the gun, just pulled the girl's hand, just walked up to the back. You know, quick, but I didn't look back, just walk.
Yeah, so you need to finish. What happened when you guys got upstairs?
No, when we got upstairs, she was just going crazy. But I was thinking like, yo, it ain't that deep, you know what I mean? And because I just knew her, like it was second date.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of do. But now that I got to know her after a week or 2 weeks, I feel like, as all you would tell you, she was a January to January. So it was probably true what the guy was saying.
Because I know, well, I don't know her, but I know her from going out, so I know her January to January.
Right.
So I was like, dude, this is not the type of show you want to be wifing. Come on now.
Yeah, but I didn't know. She came spitting the bars.
She really spat some bars on him. That's a bit,
yeah. You know what's funny though? Like, do you feel like, I feel it's karma. Because no, as guys, we speak bars. These girls nowadays are saying some nice stuff to you, like, you must, because you fall in love with, what people like,
this guy's an extreme guy. Like, dude, any little thing, retirement plan right here. I'm going to retire with her.
We're all trying to retire. You're not trying to retire.
To be fair, like, I say that, my boys always get at me for saying that a lot, though. I'll be like,
so both of you retirement plan guys.
They'll be like, yo, you say that about
I think with you, don't think with you, because you say, I love her too much. Like,
wait, I never said I love her. What are you talking about? wait.
So, in conclusion, who wants to go first?
I'll say
Do you think girls should approach yes or no?
I think as long as it happens in an organic manner, so whether you like the girl, if you see the girl first and you want to approach her, do so. If the girl sees you first and she wants to approach you, ladies, we don't feel any type of way, but me anyways, if you like approach me first, like I don't look at you in any like type of way or anything like that. I like it if like you said, it's very confident. It's very confident if a girl can approach you like how you said.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't mind it as long as it's organic and no one's playing games. And yeah.
And what's the wrong way to you?
The wrong way is like a bit like what you said, like you know, like when she's approaching you, like doing too much.
Too much just hugs you and you see.
Yeah. And if they're too intoxicated, I don't want to know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Wait,
no, I agree.
The thing you're saying wrong, he's like, I like that. I like that. Everything you said you don't like, he's like, I like that. I like that.
This guy been attracting roaches.
So what do you guys conclude?
Do you want to go last?
Yeah.
We'll work our way down. I think, you know what? This is what I think girls do very well. Is when a girl wants you to approach her, she puts herself in a situation for you to approach her.
Yeah.
Okay? And I think nowadays, as you get older, there's a respect of how you approach a girl and she can bring the same energy back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's cool. I think girls, do what makes you happy. You know what I mean? Because sometimes a girl come up to you and say hello. That's dope. Some girl come there and she'll drop it like she's hot. Wiggle, shake it. And then when it's just too much shaking, I'll be hypnotized. I'm like, I like that. You know what I mean? So there's no wrong answer, to be fair. And when they're drunk, people get drunk every day, B. You know what I mean? So the drunk thing, I'm really, because I feel when you're out, you're drinking, you get tipsy. And some girls work so hard, or whatever. There's decent girls, and they go out for somebody's birthday. You know what I mean? They've had some shots, so they are drunk. Yeah. It's not that daily, as Oya would say. If she's a January to January, then maybe, you know, if you don't know her. But if a girl is out on her birthday, she's drunk, and she's like, I like you, oh, you're drunk, I can't, you know what I mean? You never know, does it make sense? So I feel like even being drunk is not a negative, because sometimes it's just the night it is. It could be a birthday.
Okay.
It could be a party, so there's no wrong way. So every way is, yes.
I have like a negative too, just like one last negative, everyone. You say your recap first.
Yeah. So with regards to me, like, shorties, I think girls need to always remember that there's nothing wrong with them approaching guys. Premium fellows, yeah? Like myself. Premium fellows like myself.
What is
social.
So yeah, when you're a premium fellow and the shorty approaches
I just feel greasy when he said that. I feel very greasy after every time he says that word. Like, so sweaty when he says that every time.
Anyways, like I was saying, when you're a premium fellow and the shorty approaches you, you appreciate it, because to me it's sexy. If a girl has that confidence to approach you, I feel it's sexy. But
so,
I don't
feel a little bit of social lube on your cheek.
When you guys are talking, nobody interrupted
Sorry,
you.
bro.
Sorry. I love her.
I love her. I just said nothing though. I was trying to drink my tea. That's it.
Carry on.
So so like I was saying, like, for me, it's sexy if a girl has the ability to approach and she can hold good conversation. Yeah. The thing is that as soon as she approaches and we're talking, the thing is, as a guy, we'll more than likely lead the conversation forward after that. Like, I'm not going to put it on her that, oh, now you've approached, now you need to lead the conversation. And then we bounce off each other. And for me, I think that's cool. If Shorty has that approach, that's cool. At the same time, if she does that whole thing where she comes and starts dancing in your vicinity, trying to grab your attention, trying to make eye contact, that too is cool. Like, girls have their own various ways, which is why I say girls are actually the hunters. Yeah. So for me, I'm happy with the girl to be able to approach. I'm also happy for me to approach a girl. There's no right or wrong.
And just to add to the style, with a lot of girls now, girls are independent. Girls are bosses now.
Yeah, a lot of girls.
Some of the girls could girls are making bosses moves so they could make that boss approach. Does it make sense? Some girls like, yo, I've had to be a group in some girls' tables.
Oh, wait, you know what? Does that?
Hey, what? I was chilling in the corner. She looked at me with a drink. I looked at me like a groupie.
The guy said I was a groupie on the girls' table.
I went down, sat down. What's going on?
She brought you to the table. Hey, you, come here.
And when a girl calls you on the table, you can't go there and sit there like you're on the table. I have to go there and sit there. What's up?
Knees together.
What's up? You know what I mean? I have to put my glass there like that. She poured the drink. She poured the drink. You know what I mean? Take my time with it. Down. I have to wait till the next round. Make it. I mean, sometimes girls are making boss moves.
Fix your bra.
I was the groupie.
You know what I mean? Girls, you know what I mean? She sat down. She sat down, I danced. No, I'm joking.
Fuck yeah.
Imagine that. The girl sit down. She just sit down. She would tap you when it does. Man's there.
The last thing I was gonna say though is that just to wrap it up is that like whoever approaches who, we all agree that like it doesn't matter. However,
one point I wanted to say, but I'll say after you go on.
The last one I was gonna make is that like just to reiterate on something that we kind of like touched on a little bit before is that girls, you have to accept rejection just in the same way as a guy accepts rejection. We don't. A lot of guys don't accept it, right?
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
That should be a topic.
Yeah. But like for the most part, most of us will just take on the chin and think, you know what? It's the law of numbers.
Premium fellows,
social loop guys. So, anyways,
that's what we said premium fellows. We didn't say social loop guys.
Okay. So ladies,
I prefer not to speak.
You have to take that rejection well as well. Like you can't go crazy at us just because we turn you away. Like not everyone's gonna be into you. It's not because you're a female that it just means that you're just gonna get what you want automatically. It doesn't work like that.
That's right.
It's true. And another topic we need to talk about is a girl's good at saying I'm sorry or my bad. I feel like
that's like a whole series.
That's a whole series.
That's 2021 to 2022. That's a
whole year.
That's a Game of Thrones series. There's gonna be five series of that conversation.
I was gonna show you like for food for thought. I was gonna show you a video.
Alright, bring it up.
If you put up YouTube, I'll show you a video. So Food for Thought is obviously the segment where we highlight some ratchetness in the world. You know, the beautiful world of the ratchet.
Online.
Section 8.
This is his idea. This is anger people. Go on.
The internet always wins. Oh, the internet is undefeated.
Undefeated.
Actually, that's what we should call it. The internet is undefeated.
The internet undefeated.
That's fine, that works.
The internet is undefeated.
Woman breaks till she breaks water. Yo, wait, go back.
What?
Wait a second, wait a minute. Woman twerks at her son's graduate. Woman twerks. I saw about something. Woman twerks in water
till her water breaks.
Oh wow.
Yo, forget yours. That's the one.
No.
I ain't trying to see that. This guy, now that's you and the lubricant shit. Skip ad. Speaking of which, where is Michael Phelps actually?
This. So,
That's Lizzo.
yeah.
So everybody behind to see that.
Everybody can see that in the game.
Is that how the outfit is?
That's the outfit, bro.
Why are you so calm?
I was in shock. I think I was in shock. I was in shock actually.
So
Why are you so calm?
that's the ratchetness for the week.
Why are you so calm?
I prefer not to speak.
So, any thoughts?
Lizzo, like, I like Lizzo. I do that.
That's
Yo,
too much, isn't it?
That's a lot.
That's too much.
How is that the dress code?
I you know what? I'm on
I need hydration. I need some milk.
She needs some.
Where's her mother? I feel like wait. If she was thin though, would that be sexy?
No.
I just think the whole thing. At first, I wasn't sure. Then I looked and said, "Oh, that's actually." I thought it was like, you know, where you wear like, or maybe just an artwork or something. But that's actually
that's the outfit.
That's the artwork.
The reason why, just
I have nothing to say. I don't know what to say though.
I think it's completely inappropriate because a basketball game's got like all types of ages there. You got kids, you got women, old people, you know, you got all types of things there.
At the same time, that's a publicity stuff because we're talking about it now. That's a publicity stuff.
That's bad publicity to me though.
There's no bad publicity.
There is bad publicity though.
There is bad publicity, but is it really bad publicity?
Exactly.
If it's still head.
How's it bad? Look at it now. Look at it. What's this? Look at the hits.
How many hits?
Like, Russia did not drop a single.
Yeah, and that's not even the main one.
You know what? There is bad publicity. Can you remember that time when this female rapper from Birmingham came out? I can't remember her name. She used to like rap about, I got on all fours and all these man did me from the back. You remember that, right? That's bad publicity though.
But she was like, she's still there. But okay, let's go this. Before that, she wasn't big like that.
Yeah,
that song.
She became infamous though.
That song made her. When people spoke about her, it gave her more props, and she probably got stuff done off that.
I wouldn't say props. It gave her notoriety. So wait, she said I got on all fours and all this.
No. What she was. She's everything from Birmingham, right? And she just started snitching on all the guys who banged her.
Oh, okay.
So she's like going
because it sounded like when you say
she was glorifying it.
She was glorifying it.
No. But when you say those lyrics sounded like she got on all fours and like four guys got with her.
Yeah. She
at the same time.
Yeah, she was saying stuff like that.
Mad stuff.
She was saying like I took it from the back end. I'll take your boyfriend and this and that. Like
She told herself. But that I didn't know who she was until that song.
But that's bad publicity.
Whatever the song.
You don't get to know her for the right reasons.
Now you know her though.
But is she gonna get anything proper out of that?
Let's give an example. How do you know? When was the first time you heard about Kim K? Properly. Like, when do you think people knew about Kim K? Most people.
I know what you're trying to say.
It was obviously after the tape.
You know, so that's why too. Doesn't matter. Sometimes, like the way the world is nowadays, our attention span is so small. You know what, dude?
Attention is the new currency.
Exactly, and also nowadays, like people just don't. People like.
But think of like.
Okay, you know what? This is what just to break it down. So many people do some messed up shit that when they see somebody do it, it's alright because they do it too.
Or we're just desensitized.
Exactly. Like what she's talking about. Some girls do that. It is. First of all, what she did with them guys did it. So them guys are about that life.
So I think there's still bad publicity.
Give me an example of one. Give me one bad one that the guys like.
To me that female rapper that's bad publicity because.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Wait, let me tell you why. She may have a viral moment and everyone's talking about her, but once that moment, like that 5 minute of fame is done and this girl goes back to living like a normal life, she can't get like a proper job if they do like their research. She can't, you know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, what's her name again?
I
can't remember. What was the name?
I'll give an example of bad publicity. Although you remember. In fact, the shorty from It's Above Me Now, right? She.
Who's that?
You know, have you seen the meme? It's when the guy goes, "It's above me now." You've not seen
Oh,
that?
yeah.
So obviously, the lady who has been racist to actually all those racists like the guy
Racism is bad publicity because racist people.
Yeah,
that's
always
hatred.
yeah.
There's more things that make sense.
Yeah. You see, the thing with me, I like Lizzo. I don't know that much about her music or whatever, but like I saw her in what's that film, The Hustlers or whatever. And it's pretty cool. So that's actually how I started knowing a little bit about her.
I only knew the first time I heard about her was by hearing about this.
No, I knew her from the film, and then now I recognize her. Oh, that's Lizzo, no? Sort of thing.
But then okay, so this is actually perfect because imagine my first time hearing about her is about this, right?
Yeah.
So automatically my perception of her is a little negative already. See what I'm trying to say?
Unless you go and start like doing research about her, like who's this? Like who is she? Why is she?
I know, but see, then I have to go out my way to do that. But my initial introduction to her was negative, which is why I said to you that about this whole there's no bad publicity. Yes, there is, because in my mind, I'm not thinking this girl is rat shit, and maybe I've got the wrong perception of her because that's just like a tiny clip. But like automatically, I'm thinking this woman is rat shit. That's my first initial perspective on her.
So back to my point. Shall I keep it going?
Keep going.
Keep it going?
Keep it going.
It's on you though. It's on you though. No, so this is it. So the reason why it doesn't matter what you say because nowadays our attention span is so small. Like it's so what's the time limit on attention span? They say it's
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay. How many times somebody done something and by next week it's forgotten?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, but that one little step could take a step to wherever you want to go in your thing. So that girl who rapped about all those guys, nobody talks about it now.
But do they even talk about her acting?
Yes, she's doing her thing. She's
What is
active.
she doing?
She's a rapper. She's an MC. She might not be in your radar.
Name me one song that
She might not be in your radar.
She
might
knows.
not, no, I know she rap, but I don't.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
But
But no one's checking for her.
Just because you are not. Just because you are not.
Yeah.
Actually, know what?
Okay, so your guys' stance on this is that there's no such thing as bad publicity. I personally disagree.
No. I feel like there is bad publicity. However, I do know that bad publicity can still get you the goal that you want.
Exactly.
And do you not see like situations where bad publicity could just be purely detrimental and you're not getting nothing good out of it?
I think it depends on the audience because there's that other what was that chick? There was this Chinese chick, the one where it was that she did face plant or she did the transplant plastic surgery on her face and then the kids were ugly and then they made that whole basically that was
plastic surgery on the kids?
No, on herself and then she had ugly kids. Right? Do you remember that meme?
I don't believe there's ugly kids in the world.
Basically, that was what the meme. That was basically. It was basically this guy sues his wife because he didn't tell her she had. I think that never actually happened.
Oh, wait, so you mean that? So you mean she was ugly to begin with?
No, that's the thing. She never did that, but someone made a meme about that, right? And then that meme got transferred all over the world. Whereas in our side of the world, it was that's funny, ha ha ha.
But I don't get it. So is she ugly and she got?
No, she wasn't. She's a model, right?
Okay.
And they used her to do like a family photo thing, right?
Okay.
The family photo thing was put all over. I think it was China. I can't remember. And then someone took that, made it into a meme, and it was like, man sues wife for having ugly kids.
Okay.
Because she's had plastic surgery. Now, over in this side of the world, that's funny, we keep on living our life. Over there, she couldn't get another modeling job. Okay. Because what came from that meme spread over there.
Okay.
So that was definitely bad publicity.
Oh, so that's okay. So
Yeah. And she did nothing for that, to be honest. But
no, that wasn't bad publicity. That's just bad, like feeling a business.
That's bad publicity because someone's taking that meme. I mean, there's a lot of memes that you might actually think, oh shit, that's actually what happened, and it's far from.
Okay. So that's not. Let's break it down a step further. Which I said you guys.
Yeah, you're gonna go deep.
You could be in a job, and if you got bad publicity, you lose your job.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that thing, but I'm saying not the job people, the people who's trying to get famous for whatever they're doing.
They're trying to be celebs.
Because remember, there's two types of people in the world. There's people who live in the rules and people who don't live by rules. Do you understand? And you can't judge people who don't live by rules to the rules game. There's two games. I think that's a good point. We're playing two games in this world. There's a game where you believe being a stripper is wrong, being a porn star. There are porn stars who are wearing that flag proudly and they're making moves and they're living happily ever after. They don't play against the rules about people care. Does it make sense?
Let me
like,
ask you this.
just, for example, like, just I know, just really quick, like, for example, like, I've seen like this porn stars who got their own Instagram page, 300,000 followers.
Yeah.
They're getting paid. The page says, "I'm a porn star and I love my job."
Yeah.
The other people here, that's disgusting. She's not watching these people.
Yeah, true.
She's making her moves, but she promotes her porn to the max. Does it make sense?
It's just
so
a
going
job.
back this
For her,
girl,
it's just a job.
It's a hustle.
But that's different because it's like that porn star's profession is porn. You see what I'm trying to say?
No, I'm saying to you. Go on.
No, but like that MC's profession, she wants to be an MC, not necessarily a dirty MC. She wants to be an MC, and she used that shock value to
Can I ask you a question? How many rappers talk about guy rappers talk about fucking loads of girls?
Yeah, but society accepts guys bragging about stuff like that. They don't accept girls.
That's what I'm saying to you. But now girls, as I said, girls are being bosses now. They're taking their own. Girls could say that nowadays.
I know.
Does it make sense?
But what I'm trying to say is that
Dude,
like,
look at what this girl rapper city girls. What they say? I'm trying to find a husband. Yo.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Chick said, I want to find the guy
as well actually
who
gonna ask
could
you this, right?
who could go down on me and suck it till I get a hickey. I don't know if those are the right words.
Wait.
Chick said, all I need is Henny and a plan B.
Act up, we can get smacked up.
I ask you guys this, right?
This chick, actually, wait, sorry to cut you off for a second. That chick in Birmingham, she's actually soft compared to the lyrics nowadays. Not just said that, think about it. The biggest song of the club now, what are the girls talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
This girl talked about, I banged a couple of guys. She talked about what she did in the past. This girl straight said, I'm trying to bang a couple of guys.
Wait. There's a difference between like
That's
a few
my
lyrics
type.
being about stuff like that, whereas your chorus opening and everything is literally you just bragging about how you were ragging about. That's different. These girls are talking about
You know what? I was
wait, hold on. These girls are coming from the angle of I'm a boss bitch and I want a nigga to do this for me as it pleases me.
Do you know what?
I don't listen to this type of music.
Just wait. Let me say something. And this I will put it out there. And I haven't got the facts right, 100%. But I've seen a talk on
But
this.
your test.
I tested this. I counted one
You're a
shot.
test.
So I tested this. I was to interview a bunch of girls. Okay, it was the girl from the Breakfast Club. What's her name?
Angelique.
And she got to talk. She got a podcast, whatever. And all those girls and the porn star on there, right? And then they asked the girls on there.
And the lip service.
Yeah, and they asked.
Yeah,
the
but
girls,
that's just dirty like that. But go on.
it's not dirty. You understand? That's a different word. They asked
Lip
all the-
service is a show specifically about that though.
It's about girls talking about girls.
That's the premise of the show though.
Girls talk, girls have the same conversations we have. That's what I think I understand. So let me get my
Probably
point.
even worse.
Exactly. So back to the point. They asked these girls, what's their favorite part? What's their favorite type of porn? Guess what 90% of them said?
Girl on girl.
Gangbang.
Okay.
And every girl said, I'd love to be gangbanged.
Okay.
So that girl, what she's rapping about, that's a lot of girls' fantasy. I don't put it out there, but from that interview, I'm not saying this, I've not heard a girl that told me this herself, but from that interview, they were like, oh, my favorite part of porn is being gangbanged. I met a porn star, her favorite porn star is being gangbanged. I don't know if that's her fantasy or whatever, but this girl was rapping about that, and she's talking about guys who are rappers and who are famous. So other girls are probably thinking, I would have loved that guy to do that to me. So you're looking at stuff from your point of view. There's always another world out there that you're not part of. So bad publicity can be good in different ways because people, it is what it is. People get gangbanged every day, B.
Okay, let me put it like this.
You know, you can't finish that, but we got to find it.
We're get back every day, B.
Let me put it like this Okay, so let me put it like this, right? So the line of work that you do, right? You're like a developer, right? Mm-hmm. And well, I don't know.
Let's say from a legal.
Let's not talk about jobs.
Okay, no. I want to make it very specific to you, so I can illustrate my point, isn't it? So you're a developer, right? Mm-hmm. What if, for example, next day someone catches like a video of you in Live, right? Mm-hmm. And it's very innocent. You just like talking to a girl or whatever, but turns into a meme, a little bit like that Chinese woman, right? Mm-hmm. Turns into a meme and turns into like a negative where all ye out there disrespecting women in clubs and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. That is bad publicity. That just circulates, right? Yeah. Your future employers or whatever, the clients that you work with and stuff, they see this video, right? And then they don't want to associate with you because in that line of work, being proper takes you a long way, isn't it? Yeah. So then you lose all these potential clients and stuff like that. Yeah. That is bad publicity. So when people come out with stuff like there is no such thing as bad publicity, all publicity is good publicity, that's not true.
Can we just say this is all hypothetical? But
you see, you get the point I'm trying to make though. It's not true though.
Because I never told you there's two worlds. There's the world where people got rules. That he just said he has a rule that he has to think. For example, this Lizzo girl, okay, whatever her name is. I don't know much about the music, but I'm just looking at her from an angle. She's a big girl, she's singing. There's lots of big girls out there who sing. Okay? There's lots of competition. Sometimes you have to do stuff to get yourself out that competition. Does it make sense? Now, what we've done right now, I never knew who she was until I've seen this.
Yeah.
She just got a now I want to hear one of her songs. She's got
who she is.
She's got a new fan.
Okay, but you know what? I think I'm looking at it.
We're going to stick to the point of this.
Actually, you know,
I'm
actually
looking at it from like a deeper standpoint because you guys are kind of like just like looking at just like she twerk, but I'm thinking more in terms of like fair enough. If you're saying that, let's say for example she did that as a tactical way to get herself like a leg up, like what you said, right?
Whatever she
in my mind, I'm thinking, but what kind of person and morals have you got to think that I'm gonna have like an indecent exposure moment and in front of kids and everything to get myself a leg up? Like morally, is that correct?
I think
like, do people don't even think about morality no more? Anything goes like, just to get yourself out there.
Do you know another thing which I was going to say? I'm going to say in that particular scenario, that particular arena where she did it, I don't think it's correct. Me personally, because it's a family environment.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. However, there might be other girls. Especially there
might be big
girls. There might be big girls who see that like, yo, do you know all these slim thick, all these ones, they're always doing all this sort of stuff. Now this one time we've done it. Exactly. I like it. I like the fact that she did that.
And to be fair,
the environment for me is still not the right place.
And to be fair, she's okay. So example, she's a big girl and she twerked and you saw ass, but she was wearing a song, right? Whatever she was wearing.
Yeah.
When kids got to the beach, what they see? Girls what?
Bro, that's not the same thing though. There's an environment for things like that. You can't just. Would you go into an office and then
and say, "Oh, because
just because you've seen at the beach."
Just pretend you're at the beach, guys.
Would you ever dress like that in church?
Listen, people wear thumbs every day.
Would you ever dress?
The girls wearing thumbs right now.
Would you ever dress like that in church?
Anyways, I think we've gold on this one.
But back to my point. I was shocked because it caught me off guard, but. My conclusion is we're
so calm.
Because I don't know what to say though. It caught me off guard. Should we make a warning before we do this thing? I feel like I wasn't prepared.
No. I think that the actual reactions is what makes it actually.
Because I wasn't prepared.
I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready.
I feel like what's gonna happen to me? What's gonna happen to me is this. I'm gonna wake up at 3 in the morning and I'll be like, I should have said this. I feel like to hit me at 3 in the morning or 4. I feel right now I'm still just like. Still taking all the benefits.
You know what? Next episode.
Okay, so that's done. So it's time for
the honorable mentions, guys. So basically, what this is this is a segment of the show where we talk about stuff that may have happened in the last 24 hours or previously in the world
to motivate you.
And it's just cool, good stuff, positive vibes, positive news, and
so it's kind of like we're going from negative to positive.
Exactly. So he's a negative guy.
Trust. No, it is though. I'm not talking about big girls putting their thumbs on.
PVO.
So go on, let's go.
Yeah, so the two points we're going to talk about. One of them is about Zion, who came
Zion
back.
Williamson,
who just came back for the Pelicans, and he's been obviously he was a major prospect out of college. You know, remember when Bron and Carmelo were like, I remember watching them boys play. Man. Good times. But yeah, Zion was a big prospect because she's like Sean Kemp. Like
they're looking at him as like the next LeBron, basically.
Yeah. See, for me, I thought because of his size, I don't know if he's that agile, but he is actually agile.
Yeah, he is. You know? He is. He jumps so high.
He jumps high, which was what Sean Kemp used to do. You know, when he first came out, like he was like a train, man. But so basically Zion in his last 2 games, I've got the stats out here for you. He played against Sacramento. And he had in 18 minutes, this has come back from a serious injury. Yeah. 18 minutes, he had 22 points.
Yeah.
And he had in his field goals, he had 8 to 11 field goals attempts, I believe. And his rebounds, he had 7 rebounds and 3 assists.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are great stats.
Just to set sort of like a bit of like a premise for the non-NBA watchers out there. Oh, yeah, so basically this player is like a brand new rookie NBA player.
Yeah.
And like he started like the season off like in I think October, and he played some of the preseason games. But then when the season actually started, his very first game he could not play because he was injured.
Yeah.
So he's missed like the last 40 games basically.
Yeah. It's pretty much missed most of the season.
Yeah, and this is his very first game that he actually played like as a real NBA player.
And in 18 minutes.
In 18 minutes he scored that many points basically.
That's basically.
That's why it's like it's such like a big thing.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah, I think he had a good game because I saw some of the highlights. I was like, yo, dude, you've done well, especially coming back. And in his next game, which he played 3 minutes longer, 21 minutes, he had 15 points, 7 to 9 in the field goal range, and 6 rebounds, no assists, but still. So there's
Could that be luck? No.
No.
So do you feel like he's the truth?
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Zion and everything. I feel like we could just mention it just based on the fact that that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
You know what? We just like to let you know that if the mood is a little bit different right now, it's literally we've just found out that Kobe Bryant passed away like 3 days ago. Literally, we only just found out
literally
right
just now. Whilst like we're having all the technical like fix up and everything, and then like so the mood kind of
it's kind of killed the mood.
I just want to say condolences to his family.
Condolences to like Bryant family and everyone who like.
Yo, do you know that was one of the goats of the game? You know,
that's a real goat.
Yo,
even though I was a Lakers fan, though, that was a goat. Like I'd want to play like Kobe, sort of thing. But yeah, shout out to the Bryant family and our respects and condolences and praise for everyone. Who survived by Kobe, man. Like, it impacted the world.
Well, I still can't
process it.
Yeah, it hasn't registered just yet properly. But like, okay.
Well, I just want to say, like, that's the whole point I think about this podcast is this episode, our first episode, is going to describe what our life's going to be about. There's going to be some good times, some bad times. But I think we just have to kind of put it out there. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So maybe it's authentic. I know. I mean, like, we'll try and decide if we should talk about it now. But I think to keep it real, we'll talk about whatever's real in our life. So this is not fake. You know what I mean? So,
what was the other? I was gonna say something else. What was it? I can't remember now. Was it honorable mentions? Yeah, definitely Kobe, 100% honorable mention.
Definitely.
We spoke about Zion. The other thing I was gonna say was Jigga's Brunch, which.
Jigga's Brunch.
Jay-Z's Brunch.
What's that?
He had a brunch yesterday.
Rock Nation
Brunch.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty dope. And there was a bit in it where Kevin Hart goes, like they had like a toast. You know, Diddy was like, "Yo, we're at a billionaire's brunch now, so everyone fix up." You know. And Jigga, someone goes, "Yo, I like a pink suit." He goes, "Nah, it's mauve." You know,
that was hard.
No, it's mauve. It's marvelous.
Jigga's also like a hard line. Remember, like when Jigga said,
shit for years.
We don't. Remember what car was it talking about?
Oh, we don't drive sixes. We don't drive X5s and give those to the baby mamas.
People took the cars back. You know what I mean? Auto-tune.
Oh yeah, Auto-tune, death of Auto-tune.
He killed, you know what I mean? So
Audemars PK.
Yeah, Jigga just says something and then
drink Cristal, them like no, them racist. So yeah, we don't drink that no more. But
you know, we had this big debate. We always thought that. Women said like Jay-Z's a good rapper, but Damon Dash brought the swag. So people always thought, because Damon's from Harlem, we always think that Harlem people got the swag, right? And people thought
that was what you said.
Yo, Harlem people got swag, no?
Yeah, everyone's got swag.
Like if you look at like Harlem, Diddy and Biggie, you know what I mean? Diddy brought that shiny suits, whatever. Does it make sense? I'm sure Diddy brought the swag to the table. Mm-hmm. Dipset. Back in the days, Dipset was known for having swag back in the days.
A$AP Rocky.
You know what I mean? A$AP Rocky, you know what I mean? He's from Harlem? A$AP Rocky?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you also Jay-Z, like Damon Dash brought the swag to rock.
Mace and Buff.
Mace, exactly.
I think this is like a whole different podcast.
No, I was going to say, like, we always thought that, but it's funny now when you look at Jay-Z by himself, and like, yo, this guy's always been in control of swag. But we believe that it was always Damon Dash, but the more you see Jay-Z now...
Say you. Say you.
And those days we all thought it was Damon.
Who's we? You believe. Because the first time I heard that was when this guy said that, I was like, who told you that? Were you there with them? I test.
No.
I test.
No, I'm saying back in the days, those days when people talk about stuff, we also thought Damon Dash was the one who bought the... Because Jay-Z used to wear Hawaiian shirts, so that's like more...
No, he came up with the Hawaiian Sophie swag, and that was because of Hawaiian Sophie, which he did with Jazzo.
But that's
just one video. Ever since then, he's always been doing.
What do you say about people's thing? Say it again. Perception when they come out the first time and you see them.
You get your perception.
What do you say about the perception about when somebody does something?
The first time.
Yeah, what initial perception? Yeah.
Yeah, the first publicity you get of something. That's what you.
Yeah, but that was the initial perception because Jigga had other things before that. You're not a true Jigga fan, so you wouldn't know, but it's cool.
I'm a Jigga fan.
Anyway, go back to
these
Jigga's
guys
brunch.
are getting carried away. But
Going back to the brunch, that's definitely an honorable mention because there was a bit in it where there was a toast and Kevin Hart goes, you know what? Tomorrow ain't promised, but we're all authors of our books, and it's up to us to make sure that we write the best books possible, you know. And I thought that was such a dope toast because it's true. Like, well, to an extent, we're all in charge of our own destinies, and it's up to us to make sure it's as good as possible. Some of us we do our own stunts, you know, but that's all good, you know. I like that.
Oh, stunts. You doing stunts now? I'm just saying, what stunts are those?
As in you're writing your own movie, so you do your own stunts.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, guys doing stunts now? Is there more to this?
number one stunner. What?
But yeah, so I think that is it.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for being with us, tuning in. You could be anywhere in the world, but you were here with us right now. We appreciate that.
Peace out.
Let us know what you liked as well in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on social media as well. And
Just tell them what subscribers from.
Well, all the links is going to be like in the description anyways. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, share the videos with all your friends and your social networks and everything. And
one thing, I think like because we're trying to like educate and entertain, it's not us, it's we. That's my new favorite from now on, we. So we could all do this. So if anything in the comments that you think I said was right, let people know. If anything he said he was wrong,
anything you didn't attest to.
anything you think he was wrong, if you think this guy is too soft, let him know. Because he falls in love every day. So
what?
If you feel like you want to tell him like, yo, you don't have to love her.
This guy's just sending shots.
She's not your girl, she's everybody. Anyway, peace.
Check you later next time.
Later, y'all.